Hi everybody, just wanted to do a quick video addressing the question that some of you might have about the YouTube channel and my sort of gameplays. Why, if I put so many hundreds, if not thousands of hours into PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds on the Xbox One, there she is, why am I going to be playing even more hundreds or even thousands of hours on the PlayStation 4? In fact, probably a better question would be, I've played so much on the Xbox One, on PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. You could say I'm kind of past my peak for PUBG. You know, you've probably seen videos like my Black Ops 4 review, where I say, you know, probably Call of Duty Black Ops 4 this year has a better gaming loop than PUBG. The fact that you have a Battle Royale in Blackout, but you also have the multiplayer in Zombies where you can practice shooting. And they're both really good game modes in their own right, whereas to be honest we've been a bit disappointed with custom matches and war mode in PUBG on Xbox. It doesn't tend to run very well, and it hasn't really given us that respawn shooter feel that I definitely wanted to help practice my gun skills. However, despite that, despite thinking that, you know, Call of Duty is probably it's a better gaming loop, that's what I'll say, because I will still stand behind my belief that PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, the experiences I've had in PUBG, both by myself, with duos and with squads with friends, have been the most intense gaming experiences I have ever had playing games on consoles or computers. And I still reckon the chicken dinner, the solo chicken dinner experience, is definitely what the most intense gaming experience you'll have. Call of Duty's Blackout is up there, you know, but I've had more chicken dinners than Blackout victories. So, you know, the PUBG sweats, you know, are a real thing, and I've really enjoyed that. So, you know, so why put more time into a different version, well, the same version, but on the PlayStation? And the reason, one of the main reasons, is this down here, the controllers. Now, before we go on to that bit, obviously a big reason for me is the fact that I've got a YouTube channel and I make loads of videos for YouTube, and despite the fact that I think the Xbox is a great console and the PlayStation 4 is a great console, undoubtedly it is much easier for me with my setup to make games on the PlayStation, because the PlayStation 4, even the base PlayStation 4, allows you to record up to an hour's worth of gameplay and then edit it on the PlayStation 4 and add commentary and cut it all up and add other clips and stuff. Well, you can't really do that on the Xbox. If I want to make a Xbox video, I've either got to record it onto my laptop using a capture card, you know, which I have got, and then edit using something like Premiere Pro, or stream it to Twitch and then upload it to YouTube. So the fact that the PlayStation is easy to create content on is a big thing, you know, because I create content for YouTube. Also, I do believe that the PlayStation is a slightly more powerful console than the Xbox One S. This is the original PlayStation we're talking about. And my experience of playing games, like lots of games that I've played a lot of, like Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4, Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 1, they all play slightly faster and slightly better on the PlayStation. You get a little bit more resolution on the PlayStation, base PlayStation. I think what could be particularly exciting about the PUBG experience will be with the Xbox. I think Bluehole and Microsoft, they made a mistake with PUBG between the Xbox One original and the S and the One X. And what happened was they forced the Xbox One X to run at 4K. Which meant that the people running an Xbox One X, although they were getting 4K, so getting lovely resolution, the game wasn't actually running any better. And in fact, in many cases, it actually ran worse than the OG Xbox or the Xbox One S. When PUBG comes to the PlayStation, the original PlayStation, it's not going to be able to run it. It doesn't run at 4K. It's going to be running at 1080p. The PlayStation Pro, they will probably force to run at 4K, or they'll maybe give you a performance choice, which would be the best thing. But I think we could well have a situation where the original PlayStation, that baby there, will be significantly more powerful than the Xbox One S or an Xbox One OG, but it will be running at 1080p, so the game will run better. And I'm probably going to transfer my solid state drive you see there over to my PlayStation and install PUBG on that, you know, to give it a real leg up. So, okay, so there's two big reasons. But the third reason, and the most important one, is these babies here, the controllers. Now, I started off my gaming career not that long ago, at the end of the Xbox 360 era, when my son Oliver very kindly gave me his Xbox One, and I started off with Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and, you know, campaign, through crawling around on the floor trying to kill bots, through to where I am today, you know, where I can play online and enjoy it. So I played a lot with the Xbox 360 controller, but kind of the main console that I spent the most time playing competitive multiplayer shooters on was with the PlayStation 4, because I decided to buy myself a PlayStation, and for a solid year I played mainly just Black Ops 3, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, with this, I don't think it was this controller, I might have had another controller since then, and I've struggled going back to the Xbox One with the controller. It's to do, I think it's to do with the resistance on the joysticks. The sticks on the PlayStation controller are slightly stiffer, I think. There's not much in it between the Xbox, but what it means is that when I play, for example, Battlefield on the Xbox, I always do a lot worse than I do on the PlayStation, even though I try and get the settings as close as I can as possible. When I play Black Ops on the Xbox, I do a lot worse than I do on the PlayStation. And I think because, like, I'm an old guy, yeah, you can't teach old dogs new tricks, or it's very difficult to do that. I think my kind of my thumbs, my gaming thumbs, my shooter thumbs have kind of better wired to the PlayStation DualShock controller. I don't think the PlayStation controller is any better than the Xbox One. In fact, I think the Xbox One is probably better with the way that the sticks are laid out. But it just so happens that my thumbs like the PlayStation controller because they've been trained that way. And I think, and the proof will be in the pudding, that when we get PUBG on the PlayStation 4, I think my accuracy will be a lot better. So there we go. This was going to be a video about my one reason for playing PUBG on the PlayStation 4 and kind of switching from the Xbox to the PlayStation, but it's kind of three now, isn't it? The first one being it's easier to create content on the PlayStation than the Xbox. The next one being the base PlayStation is more powerful than the base Xbox, so I think we're going to get a better experience. But in my opinion, the biggest reason, for me anyway, is I think the controller on the PlayStation 4 is more suited to my hands, and I'm going to have a better accuracy, and hopefully you're going to see a lot more chicken dinners on the channel. Anyway, there we go. What do you think? Put your questions and comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe. Thank you very much, and I'll see you again soon.